Good afternoon, everybody. So good to see you all. It's amazing. I'm surprised that my friend that's sitting right here with his wife that came in from the UK. You know, fantastic. Thank you very much for coming, every single person. So, how are we doing? It's amazing to see you all. It shows that we really have an interest in making our marriages and relationships work. Are we good? Very, very, very good. First thing, I want to change your perception about marriage. Is there anybody here that is a lawyer? A lawyer? I know there's a lawyer here, right here. Wave your hand up in the air like you don't. Exactly. Okay, I have some questions. How many years did it take you to study to be a lawyer? Okay, but if we added primary school and secondary school and everything, that would be like what, 12 to 18 years? 18 years, most likely. For most people, if you're in any kind of profession, you actually have done between 12 to 18 years. And why did you do this? You've done this because you're hoping to be successful in what you do. You're hoping that people will find you and you'll be able to deliver what they need. You're going to be able to practice this profession, this occupation. You're hoping you're going to be able to do it successfully. So you've invested like 18 years. Then if I could ask, at what cost? I mean, like just a ballpark. 10 million? Like, okay, but exactly. So obviously it cost a lot, and then it took you time. Okay, and then now you have a degree. You're certified to practice, and you're hoping that, well, with what you've learned, you can open an office and do it successfully. You know, so you're going to be successful. Is there a nurse in this place? Anybody that did nursing? Anybody? Nursing? Engineer in this place? Engineer? Doctor? Any doctors in the house? Okay, how long did it take you to study to qualify for this job? Okay, but at primary school and secondary school, what, 12 years? Okay, and now with that certification, you have a job, and you're hoping to do the job successfully, make a living, and be, okay. Are we good? Fantastic. But do you get a trend? Now, I want to ask you this: any married people in the house? If you're married, just wave your hand. Like in this session, be willing to just wave your hand in the air. We're going to participate. I am not going to say anything. I won't shame you. I won't. I'm on your side. If you're married, put up your hands, please. Amazing married people. Clap for them. Marriage is not binzo. Marriage is not binzo. Okay. Okay. Married people. I want one person. I want to identify one married person. Emma. No, you're not married. Yet. It's on the way. Sissy. Okay. How many years did you study for marriage? Okay. How much money did you invest? Okay. But you're hoping that this marriage is going to be very successful. Okay. I need somebody else that's married. Any other married person over here? Okay. Married lady, how many years did you spend studying marriage? Couple of months. Are you sure? So that's your husband. But she said a couple of months. I'll go with that. And how much did you spend? Nothing at all. Okay. But you're married now. And you're hoping to God that's going to be very successful. Okay. The current statistics on marriage, Judy, is actually 1 out of every 2 marriages fail. It's 50%. And it's the same stats between Christian homes and non-Christian homes. So faith doesn't even play a part in this. So do we just get this? So we've got to understand that marriage is an occupation. Our perception of marriage and our attitude towards marriage is actually evidenced in the results we're getting. Is this making any sense? Because everybody feels everybody gets married. So I don't need to prepare. I don't need to do much. I can just, once I have enough money, I found the person, I can just go and do it. I mean, that's just our mentality. And that mentality has resulted in the results that we're getting. And this result is not like a Nigerian result. It's all over the world. All over the world. People do not see marriage as an occupation. But guess what? You're standing before somebody, somewhere, and you're swearing that I will do life with this person for the rest of my life. Do we understand this? Like you are going to make a commitment. You swear an oath to say, I will spend the rest of my life, I will do life with this other person for the rest of my life. That job you have that you went to school for 18 years and spent 10 million naira, you're hoping to retire at age 45. And, if things go well, everybody wants to retire at age 45. So do we get that there is something about our perception that needs to change? Do we get that? Because really tonight, I want us to leave this place knowing that marriage is an occupation. In fact, you can enjoy your marriage. You're expected to. There's just so much bad news out there about marriage that I've seen people, I've actually spoken to somebody who said that marriages don't work and she doesn't expect when she gets married that it will work. She's already making plan B and C. And that's just her. And I guess she's looked at some aunts that she has, looked at her parents, and she's come off those experiences with the mindset that marriages don't work. I'm sorry for the man that ends up with that woman. If you get my point. You just get that. So we've got to understand this, that marriages can actually work. Marriages work by laws and principles. If you know the laws, you know the principles, it will work. Can you imagine if both of you know the laws, both of you know the principles, things start to work and work easily. Because these are like, if you go by a principle, you know the results. So it's like a roadmap to success. If you're doing it the way you should, you're going to get to where you're going. Am I talking to anybody? Do you understand? Even though I've seen people who know, and then they get emotional, and they do like they don't know. Who has seen that before? Where it's like, you're acting less than you know. Yes, I see that too many times. Especially if there's a particular sex, I won't mention which sex it is. But they tend to be very emotional. And sometimes, they know. But at this point in time, they throw everything away. And they're going to do what they want to do. And the results usually bad. Am I talking to anybody? Do I get some repentance in the house? Fantastic. Marriage is an occupation, and it's easy. We can see. And so this evening, I'm going to talk about dating. And then I'm going to talk about marriage. So that way, single people will have a good sense of what I'm saying, and married people will actually benefit as well. Are we good? So dating starts with what? Dating starts with knowing yourself. If you don't know yourself, how do you find a perfect fit for yourself? In fact, you can't find a perfect fit. You find a good fit. Am I talking to anybody? Don't look for a perfect fit. If you got 70%, go. You can fix the rest on the way. Am I talking to somebody? If you get 70%, and I'll teach you some things where if the person you're with, they have these things, you're okay if they don't have some other things. Because it means that they're going to have the capacity to pick up what they don't have on the journey. And that's important. And I'll just give it to you, write this down. Whoever it is that you end up with must be teachable. And if you're married, if you're not teachable, start being teachable. Because if you're not teachable, whatever you're doing that's causing your mate, your spouse, pain, in your pride, because unteachable people are always proud, in your pride, you're going to continue doing it. Till that pain becomes unbearable and that person says, you know what, I'm out. So being teachable is like number one on your list when you're looking for people. People keep saying, tall, dark, handsome, tall. I have never seen a lady come and say, I'm leaving my husband because he's short. In fact, he's ugly and I cried all night. So I want a divorce. I have never seen it before. So for you young ladies, tall, dark, handsome is good. I don't know what people who are short and yellow will do, but that you can't make that your only criteria. Let me make sure I'm talking to everybody. You can't make you can't make that your only criteria. Are we good? Amen. God is helping us. So don't look for a perfect fit. Look for a good fit. Next thing is that not every guy is your boyfriend. Not every girl is your wife. Am I talking to anybody? Yeah, they can look good. There can be many things going. Okay, that box of goodies can come over here in that corner there. That table of goodies. We're going to give us some goodies tonight. Snickers. Turn it the other way around so that the covered part is facing out. Fantastic. You have some candy. You have some things for some people. Okay. Why are your eyes glistening all of a sudden? For the guys here, please, can you come to this side so that way I can focus on everybody at the same time? Okay. So that handsome guy could really know nothing about love. That tall guy could really have been hurt as a kid and has grown up really, really behaving like a devil. And because he's chasing you, you're never going to know. Have you seen where when they chase you, they're really nice? I will tell you something. That thing that causes a marriage to break up is always something you didn't know till you said I do. Am I talking to anybody? Yes, I can sit you down. No matter how disconnected you are from what the problem was, but you never found out. Because if you did, you would never have said yes. So even though you're not like the cause, you're still responsible for making that decision. I'll tell people, especially ladies, your power is in the power of decision. The power of decision. You choose the person. Do you understand this? And so, if you choose the wrong person, then you made a mistake. And something about life I must tell every single person is that you pay a price. There are consequences. No matter what you do after you make mistakes, you still have to face consequences. Are we good? So take your time in choosing. And also, be determined to choose right. Tell yourself, I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry. Your mother can be saying what's going on. Your father can be saying what's going on. Your friends can be showing you their bling bling rings. Everything can be going on. But you've got to tell yourself, I am not in a hurry. Mistakes are made in a hurry. Everything is revealed in time. I'll say one more time. Everything is revealed in time. No matter how hard you try to disguise your bad traits from me, if I hang with you long enough, it will come out. It will come out. One day I will do something that will piss you off. And in that annoyance and anger, you will show yourself. And that's it. I'll say, "Ha, is this you?" And I'll take off like a rabbit. Like you won't even find me tomorrow. Am I talking to anybody? So, talking about dating. Do not date for fun. Do not date for sex. These are wrong things to date for. Do not date for any other weird reason. Don't date because you're lonely. Don't choose to get into a relationship because of loneliness. Because all of these things will lead you into the hands of the wrong person. And I'll tell you this. I cannot describe the emotions I get when ladies call me and say, PD, I got married a month ago and I think I made a mistake. I think I married the wrong person. I get those calls often. Very often. Like, PD, at this point, things have happened within a week to two. Like, it's as if before people get married, especially women, they have blindfolds on their eyes. It only takes 3 days to a week of marriage for your eyes to open and say, you know what, I'm not supposed to be here. I've seen it. It doesn't take a long time to say, I want to leave this marriage. Seriously, people know within the first month. They may not do anything for 2 to 3 years, but within the first month they know that I made a mistake. So the key here is that if you make a mistake in your dating, if you get dating wrong, you'll get marriage wrong. So dating for a lot of people is very like relaxed, easygoing. We're just chillaxing. We're playing. We're having fun. We're doing all sorts of things. But we're not serious about it. Dating is for data. Dating is for information. Your whole dating experience is an interview, but you don't make it look like one because guys don't like to be interrogated. Any guys in the house? How many of you like when your wife says, "So, how much did you spend?" So what did you spend it on? And how much did you buy? And they say that account you're spending, and you're thinking, am I a child in primary school? My mother did this to me. I didn't marry you to do this to me. And that's one thing too. Be a wife, not a mother. Many people don't mother your husband, and guys too. You're not her father. Don't try to train her. I've seen a guy do something really mean to his wife and tell me I was trying to teach her a lesson. I mean, is that your job? I mean, you might have because you loved her and you're trying to make her life better. You're trying to make things nice. That then all of a sudden you think you're going to just punish her to teach her a lesson. And I'm serious. This is a common mindset I've come across. When guys would just do something mean, something nasty, just to teach you a lesson. Ladies, how do you feel when that happens? You guys, you sound like you like it. Oh, because I'm not hearing you clearly. It's like yeah. Shout out so they can hear you. Do you like it? Okay. Very good. So that's a really good thing. Yes. The main thing is this. You've got to know who you're looking for. I'm going to do a quick demonstration. I need 12 single guys. 12 good-looking single guys. Just come to the front. 12 good-looking single guys. Please, shout. We don't have time. Come on, guys. Come on. Don't be shy. Just stand there. 12 guys. Just be gisting with yourselves. 12 guys. Just be gisting with yourselves. And I have, yes. 1, 2, 3. Only 3, 4, 5. Okay. Come on now. What's wrong with you? Come on there. It's a game. Can I shop anybody here? How many guys here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 3 more people. 1, 2. I need 1 person. 12. Amazing. Now, what we're going to do is this. We're going to choose 2 ladies. And these 2 ladies will tell them to find their husband. Okay? Tell them to find their husband. Now, I'm going to tell you, I will tell you some things about who the husband is, and they will find. But the thing is this: their husband actually is one particular person. Of these 12, one person is the husband, and this is how life is. How life is. I'm going to say some things quickly. I want to say it twice. He likes pounded yam. He wants it with egusi. He likes to exercise. He is a degree. He's a professional. He's average height. He's brown skinned. Guys, give me like 4 other things that he is. He's a good cook. He has 6-pack. He has money. Anything else? What else does he have? Huh? He's intelligent. He's romantic. He likes massages too much. He likes to massage your feet. Is that good? He likes to serve you as well. Breakfast in bed. Wow. Fantastic. Okay, so who are the 2 lucky ladies? I need 2 lucky ladies. I need 2 lucky ladies to come forward to do this. You are going to take their phone numbers down. When the ladies come, you will take their numbers. Because I'm going to, at some point, I will want to contact one of them. Ladies are shy. For real? So I have 2 ladies. But come this way. Don't go there straight. Come this way. Come this way. So we have happiness and we have, I believe I have their numbers. I believe. No, I have their numbers. Yes. I should have people that I don't know. I know these 2 people. I need 1 person I don't know. Okay, yes, I need somebody here. This lady in black and white. She looks like a good wife. Yeah, come. She looks like a good wife. Look at her. Wow. She's a top choice, top choice, top choice, top choice. I like already. Oh wow. What's your name?
Gift, sir.
What?
Gift.
Gift. Fantastic. Now take gifts number down. Now I gave you the criteria. I told you who this person is. Okay? Now guys, make it very difficult. Any question they ask you, just don't make it easy for them to confirm. Okay? So, how would you find the right person? Just give me a plan, a roadmap. Because if there's no plan, it will be very haphazard. Okay, you'll be friends with him and then? She will be friends with him. Is somebody taking notes? Okay, yes, please tell me.
Okay, I'll be friends with him.
Friends with him first?
Then I'll see how sensitive he is.
How sensitive he is?
Yes. Then let's say intelligent.
How intelligent he is?
Yes.
How would you find that?
I'll talk to him.
Okay.
Conversations,
Okay.
communications, because
Okay.
it's important.
Give me one more thing.
And then see how he can handle things.
How he can handle things. I wonder what things he's handling. that, my mind goes many directions. I don't know. I need help. But okay. So what's your plan?
Okay, first I'll be friends with him.
Friends with him?
And through the friendship, I'm going to create a connection.
A connection.
Bond.
Okay. A bond. Connection?
Bond. And
Okay.
bond.
And a bond? Okay.
Yeah, so...
So we're already bonded, but he may not be the one. But, I don't know. But yeah, keep going.
Okay, we're already bonded.
Okay, so we're bonded.
Then I'll look out for shared interests.
Shared interest. Give me one more thing.
And I'll look out for understanding and respect.
Understanding and respect. How about you? What would you do?
Okay, sir.
Like how long will it take to do all these things you just said? I just don't have an idea. Like how long will it be? Some months. How about you? Months. Okay.
First of all, I'll go for friendship, the manner of approach and our communication. If we actually click at first.
Okay.
Then
Click. Everybody say click. Click. Okay.
For intelligence, it's not actually necessary because scientifically it needs to come from me and I'm okay.
Intelligence is not necessary because all intelligence will come from her.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, see, in marriage you encounter all sorts of mindsets. Be ready for that. Because it's like, but she doesn't expect you to be intelligent because she's gonna handle things. Okay.
Yeah. Then for shared interest, I would actually want someone who is open-minded towards building himself, his career, and also building his partner.
Fantastic. And how long will it take you?
From first meeting, actually.
Then you find everything on the first meeting.
From the friendship.
Ahead
Then
to
the process of communicating, knowing your
3 months, 6 months per person.
Yeah.
Like 6 months per person. People, did you get that? Okay. Now, go spend some time with them. Let's see if you find who it is. Hurry up. I give you 5 minutes. 5 minutes to come up with that person. 5 minutes. Somebody count down. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Ask questions. So by now, 1 month has passed though. Okay, move to the next person. You can't move to the next person. 2 months have passed. So go to the next person. And I'll count 10, then you must move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Move to the next person. 6 months have passed. You know, that's 6 months, right? It's 6 months have passed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 months have moved to the next person. They're going to date for 1 year. 1 year will go past. Oh, yeah, move to the next person. Sister, move now. Have you found your husband? Move. Move to the next person. Keep moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, cut it off. I come back. All of you come. All of you come. Did you find your husband? Did you find your husband?
Not a husband, a potential partner.
Which one? Who?
I'll go with Sunday.
As a potential partner. Sunday, do you agree? Okay. No potential partner. How about you?
I won't say husband, but somebody will be to try and work things to see if it could work.
So who is this person?
Mike.
Very good. My girlfriend is here. Okay. Okay. Now, do you know how long it took you all to know who is who? How long did it take you? Like a year. 1 year. 1 year. Now, I'm going to do something that will show you that you're able to confirm who your person is very quickly. And your attitude is different. All of you, look at your phones. Is your WhatsApp open? Is it working? Yes, go to your WhatsApp and look at it. If you see anything there, can I have a mic? Okay. If you see anything in your WhatsApp, go and just confirm choices that you've made. Now, this shows you the power of having a picture of who you're looking for. If you don't know who you're looking for, you're going to talk to everybody and waste a lot of time and money. You're going to get into all sorts of relationships, kiss many frogs, looking for the prince, without being sure. Did you see anything? Yeah. So now, start from here and stop at the person that your husband is. Based on the picture. Because now you have a picture. So guess what she does? When you have a picture, your attitude is different. So just wait there. When you have no picture, you talk to everybody. Everybody it could be my husband. Then after 3 months, they show you she gay. You now say, you know what? I don't think this is my husband. You've done 3 months, so okay. Hopefully, he didn't milk the milk. She just petted the cow. If you get my point. So after 3 months, you now move somebody else. So your attitude when you don't have a picture is you're trying to hold on to everybody you see. Once they pass the test, you hold. That's your mindset. Now, this woman here, she has a picture. Look at this guy and just make a decision on him now. Is he the one? Next person. Go one by one. You are in a hurry. Go. I know you know your husband, but one at a time. Oh yeah, this one. Look at him. Disqualify. Now, stop. Your attitude when you have a profile, a picture, is that you're disqualifying. People will tell you you are too choosy, but you're not too choosy. You simply know who you want. When everybody is like, it could be him, then you don't know who you want. So make sure you disqualify everybody one by one, and then stop at your husband. She's not wasting time. She's not. Yeah, this thing is giving me stress. Hello? Hi. Yes. Disqualify painfully, disqualify. Oh, her husband. Clap for her. Now, are you sure he's your husband? She is, because that's the picture in her phone. So this evening we're going to talk about profiles. Please clap for them. Clap for every single person here. These are upcoming Nollywood stars. Yes, please. In fact, the ladies just choose any kind of candy you want. You know, you don't like chocolate? Take one biscuit. She got the house, but she's one that can take biscuit. Everybody chocolate. Gifts. That was good. Now, as you saw, the person with the profile, they know what they're looking for. They don't waste time. Their attitude, they're disqualifying more than approving because they know. So if you see a person, a guy, a lady, and they keep disqualifying people, most likely they have a clear idea who they have, who they want. If you don't know who you want, what happens is that, guys, clap for these guys. Please, please, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Like every single person you meet, you're hoping that somehow they are the one, till they prove to you that they are not the one. And hopefully you didn't spend too much time. Hopefully you didn't spend too much effort. Hopefully you didn't sleep with them, because you're going to walk away. And then one other thing I say is this: how easy is it to disqualify a person that you're sleeping with? One of the things that really mess people up is sex before marriage. Because now that he's showing you shege, but he's sleeping with you, he's twisting your brain. You want to go, but you can't go. But if you stay, you know you will die. So what are you going to do? You just say, I do. Then you make that confusion permanent in your life. Just say, not me. No, I dodge it. So the first thing you do is this. You make a profile of who the person you're looking for is. But the first thing, before you can know what you're looking for, you've got to know yourself. I'm this kind of person. What will match me? If I talk a lot, then I don't want a person that talks a lot. If I'm hot, I don't want somebody that's hot. I want somebody that's cool. If I'm cool, I want somebody that's hot so we can balance out. So there are many, many things. Some things that are important to me, I make sure I put it in the mix from the beginning. So I'm not trying to change somebody in years to come. Do you get? So the first thing is I have to know myself. Then I have to come up with a list. A profile is a psychological list of a person. It shouldn't have a lot of physical attributes, because to be quite frank, nobody, see, the eye check, the eye qualifying of a person happens quickly. I can walk, like even women do it faster. I can walk into a room quickly, shadow everybody, and say, of all the women in this place, these three are possibilities. Because, face like, not bad, shape-wise, not bad, height-wise, not bad. Everything's just not bad. I said, well, if I get to know them, this might work. It doesn't take a long time. So don't put emphasis on height, color, and things in your list. I'll tell you this. When you have a problem in marriage, it's going to be a conflict of mindset. Your mindset and his mindset will jam, conflict. And that conflict, left unresolved, will break the marriage. So at the end of the day, the picture is like this. Boy meets girl. Boy and girl approve each other physically. The next thing in your mind, I should be thinking of what is in their head. Because it's what's in their head that will kill you or make your life okay. But too many times, you're not concerned about what's in their head. You're concerned about what's in their pockets, what's in their jeans, you're concerned about a lot of things. You guys don't even catch the joke. I'm throwing also, I'm loving also jokes at you left and right, and you're not even catching it. Anyway, you're not, but you're not concerned about what's in their head. And guess what? It's what's in their head is going to kill you. So you've got to figure that out. So you're making your list. So you're thinking, okay, I want the person to be God-fearing. I tell you one thing about God-fearing. No matter the God that you serve, that God who puts you will give you limitations, boundaries. Any person that has no God has no boundaries. There's no limit to what they can do to you. What they will do to you is based on their imagination and their experience. If they can imagine it, they'll do it to you. Because there's just nothing trying to say you shall not do this. So try and look for somebody that's God-fearing. The other thing that you have to have in that list is teachable. I keep telling people, men or women must be teachable. And the whole idea is this. If you have something in your mind that's causing you to do something to me that's causing me pain. Okay? Everybody say pain. Because I mean, I encounter a lot of ladies that, even guys too, who are just in pain, just pain in the heart. If I can't show him or tell him or her something that would change their mind, they are going to continue to cause me pain. So if a person is not teachable, when you engage that season that they're causing you pain, you can't turn them around. And that in itself is where people say, you know what, I can't do this anymore. No matter how bad things are, if you see that this person is changing, you can see a light at the end of the tunnel, you realize that, you know what, things can get better. And because I know things are getting better, it can get better, I can struggle through this season till I get to a better season. But when I see that the person refuses to listen to anybody, there are some men in particular that no human being can talk to. They have no spiritual father. They have no mentor. Even women too. No mentor. Nobody on this planet Earth that can talk to them. Nobody. Now, if you run into a person like that, no matter how tall and dark they look in their BMW, run. Am I talking to anybody? Exactly. So make your list. It's always important that people have oversight as well. But put your list. It can be anything. I want the person to be health conscious, self-aware. Self-aware is very important. Self-aware means I'm aware of myself. I know my deficiencies. I know my strong points. And because I know where I'm deficient, I'm working on it. So if I do something to you, I'm aware that I did something to you that you don't like and is bad. And I am aware enough to work on it. So I'm self-aware. A lot of people are not self-aware. They just have some beliefs that they've taken from their parents or their uncles or somebody, and they just meet you and they live with you according to those beliefs. And even if it's hurting you or it's causing you pain, that's just, they think they're right. They're doing something that we know by the rules of marriage that this does not work. This is not love. Love is what makes marriages work. So they're doing something that's not love at all, but they believe that's what I do right now. Like, I need to teach you a lesson. I've been telling you since to do this, but you have not listened. So now I need to. So the pain, let me tell you this. Whatever lesson you teach a person through pain, they will never receive that lesson well. They may do it while you're present because they fear the pain. But the minute you turn your back, they won't do it. You can teach with love. And then because when they learned it, it came with a good feeling. Even when you're not there, they'll still do it because they associate it with a good feeling. But if you teach with pain, they may learn it, but as soon as you're not there, it's gone. So you have a profile. Now, don't make it too long. There's something we call non-negotiables. Write that down. Non-negotiables. Everybody has some things that they need, not want. They need. Make sure you put in your maybe 3 non-negotiables, maximum 4. Don't make it a lot. Because I'll tell you this. Because these things are needs for you. Because guys are very visual, okay? So I can say my non-negotiable is, so somebody give me a non-negotiable. Anybody, any guys here, something that she must have. Never, that she must know how to cook. She must know how to cook, Abby. Okay, so your non-negotiable is that she must know how to cook. If she doesn't cook, no matter whatever she is, you will not marry her. Okay? Then you go out, you run into this lady. She's the color you like. She's the shape you like. Look at her hips. My gosh. It's to die for. Guys, you hear me? So the women that don't have hips, where would they go? Anyway, that's why they're doing butt jumps and all sorts of things. You guys need to calm down. Let your temperature come down. Okay, so she's got the nice hips, small waist, round hips, straight legs, nice 36 to 38 bust. Am I talking to anybody? Flawless skin, but she can't cook. So, but I tell you what guys do. What guys do? Like, you came to the table with a profile in your hand. You came to the table with a profile in your hand. So it's like you're looking like, do you pass my list? Do you not share the picture? Do you pass my list? Now you see this chick. Then all of a sudden you go to your list and say, well, cooking is not important. Then you take it out. Men do it all the time. Men are visual. So now you carry her, and for a while you're happy. But after a while you're hungry, and you come home and you're expecting to see the pot. Like, ladies, let me tell you one thing. Even if you didn't cook, when your husband is coming home from work, put some pots on the fire. Just put it on the stove, because the first thing men do when they enter the house, they use connive to look at the kitchen to see if there's some food. Now, once they see that, they're very calm. Who knows what I'm talking about? They're very calm. But once they enter and they look, and there's nothing on the stove. Hey. It's like, this woman has been home all day. Me, I've been working. Now I've come back and hey. So we're trying to keep it calm. But once it's such a hey, we shout. Then you say, what's wrong? We may not tell you, but let me tell you the secret today. Is that pot. So sometimes just put water in the pot, put it on the oven. When they on the stove, when they come, they look, they become. So at least when you now start to caress them and talk to them, you know how you will do. But once they have gone off from the beginning, it's hard to bring them back. You guys should write it down. Because you learn something from PD. but okay, so but the thing there is this. If you don't have your non-negotiable, this guy will start to try to say, yo, darling, go to cooking school. Darling, don't you think you should cook? And if she doesn't, he's going to start being controlling. And he won't do it on purpose. He'll do it because he has a need. But he has chosen a person who cannot give him that need. So now he will subconsciously try to make you into a person that can supply that need. So when you figure out what your non-negotiables are, don't negotiate them. That's why they're called non-negotiables. Lawyers in the house. So now that you're armed with this picture, what do? In a simple date, like you can have questions. For example, if I'm really strong on exercising, so I want to marry a person who will exercise with me. I don't want to, there's some things you want to do with your loved one, where I would love to walk with my loved one. I'd love to do exercises. So I would rather marry a person who already does that. Okay? So if we could be having dinner, first date, and I ask you, what gym do you go to? Casual question, very casual. I said, no, I don't exercise at all. I said, okay, that's fine. I will have a nice dinner. In my mind, she's off my list. No matter how she's looking. She's just off my list. So many of you have had dates and dinners that people didn't come back. It's not because you're bad or you didn't qualify. It's like it just was not a match. Many different things. I can remember there's a lady, she had a problem. And I asked, so what did you do? She said, yeah, like what? Said, did you pray? I said, no, I don't pray. I was out. And she was tall. She wasn't bad. But I was out. Am I talking? But you young folks, you don't do that. She's fine. Carry on, go house. I want to marry. Then after you're married, then you'll be struggling. So you've got to be strategic. Okay? So for every question, every item you have in your profile, there has to be an associated question. That when you ask it, the person will not even know what you're doing. It will be a casual lunch. It's like, did you go to church last week? Okay. Did you read it? Like because I'm developing myself, I'm transforming all the time. I need a person who will read as well. Because you can actually marry equally yoked and then become unequally yoked. If one person remains where they are and one person is developing, your development can actually break your marriage. Even though development is good, if you don't carry your partner along. But if before I married you, you told me that you don't read at all. Did you watch anything to ginger your brain? I said, no, I don't like to. I only watch Netflix. I said, okay. Do you listen to something that? I said, no, I just listen to PDD or Snoop or something. Or Davido. I said, okay. Dinner was nice tonight. but I don't think we'll do dinner again. Am I talking to anybody? That's actually how you date. You date for information. Because you're like every single date you have is a search for the right one. Don't date for fun. Don't date for sex. You're looking to find the person that you'll do the rest of your life with. And the rest of your life is very long. And, marriage is very intimate. Very, very intimate. Where if you know the right things, it's okay. It's intentional. You can't go through marriage ignorantly. Write this down. The greatest enemy of marriage is ignorance. I have traced every problem in marriage to one single word: ignorance. Oh yes, it's their not knowing, and it's because time wasn't put in the study, money wasn't spent for quality information. So many people are actually very ignorant as regarding marriage. So now you have your list. Now you know how to use it. What next? Now think of this. If I'm looking for something, I'm like a hunter. Okay? Now if I'm a hunter and I need to hunt deer. I always say deer, D-E-R, deer. I have two choices. I can either pursue single deers around and shoot them and make a fair living, or I can go to somewhere where the deers are together and just put them out and shoot and kill like 4 or 5. What's the better option? Go to where they gather. Go to where they gather. Now, because you have a profile, you have a good idea who you're looking for. Like this kind of person, where would I find them? Would they be in a professional association? Would they be in a church? Would they be in a gym? Would they be where would they be? Do you get what this kind of person I'm looking for? What income level do you think they are? Will I find them in Yanya? Will I find them in Maraba? Will I find them in Wusetu? Will I find them in Maitama? So I go to where I know that they gather. Be strategic. And if I go to where they gather, I find my tribe. Ever say tribe? Your tribe is a group of people that are similar to you, male and female. If I join my tribe and I'm active in my tribe long enough, somebody in my tribe will come to me. And the likelihood that they'll be okay is very high. So be strategic. Many of you are looking for a husband. Your IG is private and you have 0 posts. Somebody needs to explain to me how that works. You get your privacy is so that you not see my posts, but I have no posts and it's still private. It just shows an attitude. I don't want to be seen. Now let me tell you this: men can hunt, and men hunt. Let me tell you, men hunt. Women have to be hunted. A hunting woman is usually not the norm, and guys aren't even very comfortable with that. So guess what? You are to be hunted. So you have to position yourself to be caught. Do you know what? Is it like you are to be hunted, but then you want to be hunted? Most times when things are hunted, they don't want to be hunted. But in your case, you want to be hunted. You want to be caught. So you've got to position yourself in places that you can be seen. Everybody say visibility. Many women in particular, just in their psychology, in their mentality, want to be invisible. You go to the same places. People talk to you. Some people, you talk to them and they make it very difficult to just crack a conversation. It's like, hi. It's like, hi. Then you're thinking, do I have the liver to talk to this girl? You've got to be open. You've got to be friendly. You've got to hang a smile. People should be able to approach you. Okay? And because you know who you want, it's not everybody who approaches you that you're nice to everybody, but then there is a boundary. So you're nice, but there's a boundary. You just get that. So by the time you do this, you've moved all your way into a place where you find the right person. Now, don't tell me that I prayed and I heard from God. I've only met that person for 3 months
and I'm going to marry the person. It's 3 months is too short for you to know anybody. Because I've seen people look me in the eye and say, well, you know what? I just know this is the right person. But 3 months after that 3 months, they've already come back to say, where's your husband? I say, he's not with me again. And these days, people don't waste time in marriage when they see it's not working. It's time. Oh, we need to take some questions. Oh my gosh, I can keep talking till tomorrow. We have to have, one day we'll do an overnight session. We'll just do overnight session. We'll just talk all night long. I hear there are a lot of questions. That is and I have so many things to say. The last thing I'll say is this. People's expectations change from single to married. It will shock you. That easygoing man that you are dating can be a tough husband. There is something about that line from single to married, no, from single to husband as a problem. I've seen where single guy, he eats from the kitchen, out of the pot. You can serve him food on a newspaper, he will eat it. The day he married, and that woman tried nonsense. He came to said, she didn't cover the plate. She didn't put it in a tray, and she just straight to give me the food. That something is wrong here. and I said, so where did you see this? I said, my mother used to do it to my dad, and that all his life that's what he's seen, that's what he knows. So people change. There are many questions you must ask when you get married. And one of those questions is, what do you expect of me when you marry? Same thing. The same woman who, she never asked you for money. She was just easygoing. You marry her, finish, it's as if she quit her job. For any small thing, she's looking at you like, bros, where's the money? And I say, when we were dating, you didn't, I mean, nothing changed. I didn't get, the marriage didn't come with double promotion. It's the same money. Am I talking to anybody? I'm going to give some chance for some old couples here to give us a word in a few minutes. Okay, I'll take questions. Where do I sit?
I guess somewhere in the
So I can sit over here. Yes. And really, I feel free to ask me whatever question comes to your mind. And can somebody take this?
Yeah. Okay, so
I will try my best.
We have a lot of questions on Slido. So if you can go to the app. If you haven't downloaded it yet, just go to slido.com, type in the number, and put your questions there. But we have quite a lot of questions. So I'm going to be asking you the most popular questions. But the most popular comment, people said, we love you, PD.
Thank you. I love you too. I more than love you. Follow me on my social media. Are you following me on Instagram? PIIDII19. Are you sure? If you're not, do it now.
Okay. So the most popular question so far, can a relationship survive without sex, and how? And I guess you're going to have to answer it for both dating relationships and then marriages.
Marriage without sex?
Yes, can it survive?
Okay, I'm happy you clear that up.
Yes.
Definitely dating can survive without sex. And I'll tell you what happens is this. Sex takes away the time and the energy that you're supposed to use to ask the questions. What I see is that people date for 2 years, sometimes 3 years, and they marry, but they don't know themselves. Because I don't know why lately people don't ask penetrating questions. Like if you're afraid to ask a question while you're single, obviously it's going to be worse when you get married because you're afraid it's going to scatter the marriage. So don't do that. Any man or woman that makes you afraid to ask questions while you're single, they're not your spouse. Seriously, you have to be able, and we call something called toxic topics. Meaning that we have a topic together that anytime I go there, we fight. Like your mother-in-law, like your sister, like some overly friendly colleague at work, that each time we go to that topic, we must fight. Now, that's not supposed to exist. Seriously, because any place that is covered and hidden is in the dark. And whatever is in the dark, the devil is operating. So don't allow, it's like you're inviting the devil to come into your home to operate. So you don't do that. And to be quite frank, every single person, be intentional to make yourself easy to talk to, especially about yourself. Most of you struggle for somebody to come tell you about yourself. There's something about that when somebody says, you know what, I think you should do, all of a sudden you're defensive. Or you say, well, you did it 2 weeks ago. But if you had a problem 2 weeks ago, why didn't you bring it up? Why is it when I have a problem, you remember what I did 2 weeks ago? Right now, deal with my problem. Am I talking to anybody? So you're either deflecting or diverting, or you're doing many, many things. But no, just take it nicely. Okay, so you think I didn't do so well last time. I mean, I'm sorry you feel that way. I've heard what you said. I'm going to try my best to do better. And you hug and kiss, and you keep going. That's all it takes. It's ego that he's trying to break me down. So I need to no, don't do that. So, sex, no sex. Do other things. I mean, just like, and don't start what you can't finish. Like if you know that I'm not going to have sex with this person, there are many things you don't. You see, this journey of sex is interesting. Most times, the road that leads to a bad place starts in a good place. It takes discretion and wisdom that this place is good, but if I stay here, it's going to get bad. So even though it's good, I get off this place now. Do just get that. And it's like you make that decision and don't get yourself in the place where you're struggling. It's like, I don't want to have sex before marriage, but, this chick is in my house at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and she's trying to make sure that, she spends the night. You've got to just call an Uber and say, look, see, the Uber is outside. You've got to go now. Seriously, because by the time she spends the night, the chances that you won't do something is very low. So don't get yourself into that situation. So you made up your mind and you just don't go there. Just don't attempt to go near and then draw back. What knows what I'm talking about? Like go near and then draw back. It really doesn't. When it's time to draw back, the desire to draw back is totally gone. And then you're repenting in the morning and you're not trying to do that. Did you get that? And then if you're married, let me tell you this. After you're married, you can send your clothes out to the laundry. Outsource. You can get a cook. Outsource. You can get somebody to come and sweep. Outsource. You can get somebody to even massage your feet. Cut your nails and small massage. Outsource. But sex? You want to outsource sex? So if you know that you can't outsource, and this poor fella has no choice but you, then you now close your leg and say, can do. No, you can do. Am I talking to anybody? Seriously. And you make sure that he feels you are enjoying it too. You say thank you after. That was good. Men like encouragement. That thank you, that was good. It goes a long way. You see, as a woman, your job is to encourage your husband. You see, I can list your purpose. I hope I have time to talk about purpose today. If you know your purpose, if you both know your purpose, you will get along much better. Where I know that my purpose in your life is to help you, comfort you, and encourage you. And that's my purpose. Now, because it's my purpose, it's not dependent on what you do to me. You can treat me bad. It's like this is a phone. I can throw this phone. I can do many things to this phone. Will it still not make calls for me? Because it knows its purpose. It will make calls for me. Will it not still take pictures? It will. I don't need to caress it and pamper it to work. So you are created for a purpose. If you're a man, you are made to love, protect, and provide. Now, so it doesn't matter how she treats you. That's what your purpose is in that marriage. And no matter what happens, you just provide that purpose. So, sex, if you're married though, you must have sex. You just must. If I was God, you didn't have sex, I would do things to you don't like. No, that's why I'm a man. That's why I'm a man. I'm not even kidding. If I was God, things would be straight. Things would be straight up. People come back here, all their backside is burnt. Lightning chased them back home. And that lightning didn't stop till they lay down in bed and spread their legs. You know? It was like, you guys are blessed. Yes, let's have.
Okay, so please also like questions, because the questions that have the most likes are the ones that I'm going to ask next. So as you like a question, it will come higher up to the top. So if there's any questions you can see, just like the ones that you want me to ask him next. So the next question is a very popular one. Can I date a lady when I don't have the money yet? I know that the future is bright. So, or should I wait till that bright future has come and I have the money?
No.
In fact, let's ask the audience first. What's your opinion? Audience. Should he wait or should he date? Wait or date? Wait. You should wait. Okay, does anyone want to answer? Whoever answers can get a chocolate bar. Does anyone have an answer? Okay, let me take from the ladies and I'll come.
It depends on the lady. Like, if she's able to want to sacrifice. Yes. No, like sacrifice and wait and wait.
We need
for
one more
him.
mic.
Yeah, and wait for him till he and again she has to be sure that this guy is ready to work and have a bright future, as we say. Yeah.
Okay, I think it depends on the lady, and why you are willing to suffer with him. Be sure that the person that you want to suffer with is somebody that has sense. No, like Daddy said about God fearing. If it's just one guy out there, rest assured you're going to suffer in vain.
Any other opinions? From a man's point of view. Okay, I'm going to the other side in a second, but let me just finish here.
Praise God. The issue is some of we guys, we tend to overreach. Our spec is the lady we cannot manage. I am a practical example. Oftentimes, people I'm attracted to are people I know financially. I can't manage this lady. I just know I can't. Because you as a guy, sorry to say, I'm just being realistic. Going after a lady who her appearance already speaks substance. It's like a phone without subscription. You'll be boring. I think I should stop here because.
Any other questions from this side before I go to that side? Okay, let me come over here. Does anyone else have any answers? Date or wait? Wait. Okay. PD, over to you. What's
Date
your
or wait?
answer?
Well, it's like this. Your decision should not be based on finances only. Okay? But you should be realistic. For a man in particular, make sure, don't live in your parents' house and then you're looking for a wife. No, please move out. Let your wife your proposed wife, be able to see you in a setting that you can manage yourself. So it gives a realistic expectation. Okay. Now, she can have more money than you, but you must be able to provide the basics. You're paying your rent. If she drives, you should have a car too. It's very weird where you have no car, but you want to enter her car. And guys, ladies, let me tell you this. A lot of guys are intentionally trying to marry up. It's called marrying up, where they are intentionally trying to get a woman who has more money than them. It's very common. If you didn't know that now. So if you are in a situation where you've got more money than him, make sure that the feelings are genuine. That they're genuine, that they actually like you for being you. Okay? But then the point here is that she's got to be okay with you. She's got to be okay with you the way you are. You've got to be able to provide the basics, and then you can go. But don't get offended if she says no, because to be quite frank, she probably would want a person who has more money than her. Women like to be able to look up to their spouses, but sometimes you see a woman who earns a lot of money. The person that marries her has got to be a very confident person. That's confident in his own skin. He's not intimidated by her money, and he's not trying to prove. Sometimes men are very funny. They get competitive, or they try to prove something or bring you down. There are times when you're higher than they are, and they say they love you, but something in them wants to bring you down. So look out for that. And if you see it, just run. Because one thing is this: whoever you marry, whether they're richer than you or less, they've got to be able to encourage you to do more, encourage you to be the best that you can be. But anybody who starts to curtail you and limit you is not your person. Are we good? Fantastic.
Okay. So I know that some people came in late. So if you came in late, we're taking the questions on Slido. So please go to www.slido.com and then type in the number on the screen, and then you can ask any question you want in the chat. And then you can also like any question, because if you like a question, and it will come to the top, and then that's the question we'll answer next. So the next question we have is... My wife added plenty weight. I'm not attracted to her again. I paid for gym membership, offered to exercise with her, paid for a trainer, but food is her bestie. What do I do?
Now, life is a journey. I would say journey. It's a long distance journey. And in a long distance journey, you go through many different seasons. Now, love is a verb. Say verb. It's something you do. It's something you do intentionally. Okay? So because love is something you do intentionally, you really can't say she put on weight and I stopped loving her. If you get my point. Because it's a verb. So whether she is skinny or she's big, you're kind to her. You're considerate. You serve her. You treat her good. You encourage her. All of these things are love. And the things you've done so far are good because you didn't push her to go do the exercise. You actually, you offered to join the gym as well. You offered to go with her. Then get a dietitian. Since she's a foodie, then let's work on food. Lower the carbs, increase the proteins, put her on a keto diet or something, but work on the food. But know this, as long as you're working together and you know that love is a verb, you're going to be okay. Because guess what? You're not the same too. If I put you on a scale, you're probably not the same too. You're probably balding, or or some white hair is coming, or slight, but we all change. And that's why it's so important that you marry a person who you love their mind. If to you their mind is beautiful, their mind will be beautiful forever. In fact, it can only get better. But if all you had was your eyes, what they look like, that's going to change. There's something called gravity. Say gravity. It has effect on everybody. Gravity on your faces, on your appendages. I said appendages. Yeah, that's a nice clean word. On your appendages, gravity. It just makes things sag, right? Yeah. So you can't say, well, gravity had an effect on you, so I have a problem. No, it has an effect on everybody. Are we good?
Okay.
I hope, if I give an answer that you're not happy with, just tell me. I will give another answer. So was that answer okay? Okay.
So how do I spark up romance again in my marriage after going through an emotional drought? I don't feel sexually attracted to him anymore. What can I do? Help.
Okay. In marriage, especially when you've been married for a long time, things have got to be intentional. We tend to get so busy, we're not dating anymore. Now, if we stop planning things, things don't happen. So have a mindset that as I'm married, I've been married 5, 10, 15, 20 years, no matter what, we still plan dates. There's going to be a time that we go on a date. There's a time we drop the kids off. There's a time that we do vacations alone. There's a time that we do many different things. And you've got to have that in mind. Dress up knowing that there's somebody that's looking at you. There are times when you've been married like 5, 6 years. You start dressing like nobody's looking at you. You just start to dress like nobody's looking at you. Or one party is dressing and you're doing as if they didn't dress. Don't do that. There's something I teach guys is let your eyes connect to your brain and have sense. Like I can walk through this place and just talk to people. It's like, I like your hair. I mean, I like the way it's just like curly. It's really nice. And I love blue. Blue. It really works on you. Look at that. And that t-shirt is nice. And the glasses fits you. You look like an angel. Heaven must be missing somebody. Use your eyes. Use your eyes. So guys, if you're with somebody, talk to somebody. Look at her. My gosh. Is she for real? Look at her face. The skin is so smooth. And I like the way your fingernails match your toes. I'll tell you, when a woman took time to put purple on her eyes, purple in her fingers, purple in his shoe, purple in her nail, she carried purple bag. And then you walk all over town with her, you didn't look once. It takes effort to match colors. It takes effort. Women go 4 hours to braid, and then you didn't know. You didn't notice. You didn't notice. I like your hair. Your hair looks really good. And I like your smile. That smile will melt my heart anytime. Like, I'm sure your husband could. You can't do no wrong. That smile. Look at that. No, but do you understand? And you've got to keep it going on purpose. You've got to be each other's friends all the time. Keep it going. Keep it going. Be intentional. So, any couples in the house? If you're a couple and your person is beside you, I want to look at them. Right? Not just couple. Look at them and give them 3 compliments, one after the other, like gunshots. Pa, pa, pa. And after you've done it to her, let her do it to you. Sharp, 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 sharp. If anybody heard something really nice, just wave your hand and tell me. Somebody heard something really nice. Oh my gosh. Anybody here heard something really nice? Oh my gosh. Look at Dean and his wife. Oh my gosh. So, anything else? Did you hear something? No, that's how to keep it spiced up. Be intentional. Be nice. Come back home. And there's something called love languages. Make sure you know your partner's love language. Every single person, there are many good things we can do to each other all the time. But there is always a category of thing that when it's done to you, you feel loved. Seriously. And we've been able to categorize it into 5 different categories. And everybody falls in those categories. Yes. And so know what it is and do it to them. It's words of affirmation. Some people like to be encouraged. So it's like, darling, you can do it. I mean, I just know you can do it. I know you can do it. Darling, I like what you're doing. Just encourage them. Encourage them. And that works for them. Some people, it's acts of service, which means if they're doing something, they want you to help them do what they're already doing. Acts of service. Some people, it's gifts. And gifts, it doesn't have to be expensive things. It's like, darling, I was out and I was thinking about you and I saw this mango and was like, I know it's really sweet and I know you're sweet. So, will you have this mango? And guess what? She's happy. It was a mango. But it came with a little poem, a little phrase. And she's okay. Okay? So gifts doesn't mean she has to buy a BMW and a Ferrari and a Bugatti and nothing like that. And what else? That means anything. Then there is touch. There are people that like to be touched. No, and it doesn't have to be sex. There's guys, there's something called non-sexual contact. Guys, get it into your head. There's something called non-sexual contact. Not every contact be sex. If you're sitting beside a guy, tell him non-sexual contact. Yeah. There's a way you can talk to somebody and say, it was nice, it's this. It doesn't mean you want to jump, but, it's like, and they like it. It gives them a feel of intimacy. So that's that. Did I get all? Yeah. Or did I miss anything? Yeah. Fantastic. So do love. Everybody has a love tank. If a person's love tank is full, you get the best of them. I tell guys this. Many guys, they've been married a while, and you're treating your wife one kind. And they're complaining about what their wives did or didn't do. And I tell them that if somebody will love your wife and fill her tank, you should be shocked at the performance you will give. Because everything you're asking for, she'll actually do it. I see where guys are trying to make their wives do something. But guess what? If those women really felt loved, they will do all those things for free. Did you get this, somebody? I'm going to put a mic over there. I'm going to mic that area up. The mic will come from the ceiling. I'll be hearing it in my ears. Talk to me.
Okay. So can a lady marry a guy that is 4 years younger? He is very mature, but will he change his mind about me in 10 years' time?
It's like this. He doesn't have to, but he has to have some qualities. If you're marrying the younger person must be mature-minded. The older person must be young at heart, male or female. So anytime there's a disparity in ages, the younger person must be mature-minded. The older person must be young at heart. But every woman must know this. No matter who you marry, the man will eventually lead you. No matter how easygoing he was when you started, he called you baby, you were put your hand in his finger and say, do it more, it's okay. But when you get married, he's going to lead you. So if he's younger than you now and everything is hunky-dory, know this. When you marry him, you've got to submit to him. When issues come and he puts his foot down and he starts to act the man, you can't start to say, well, I'm older than you, I have more experience than you, and then try to override his leadership. It will not work. So you've got to know this. And for single people, one thing that you miss a lot is that you're never looking for the leader in the person you're considering. But that is a must. A must. Because if he can't lead you, you will not submit to him. And if you don't submit to him on some issues, then things are going to go bad. The marriage will actually break. So understand this, that you've got to, no matter how tall and dark and handsome he is, he's got to be a leader. And not all tall, dark, handsome people are leaders. Am I talking to anybody? Oh, yes. Very good.
Okay. How do you navigate dealing with difficult in-laws in a relationship, specifically in cases where the in-laws have hurt you in both word and deed?
Now, that's a very good question. The first thing is this. Your in-laws are your spouse's parents, okay? Handle with care. Because they're not people you can throw away, and they're people that have influence on your spouse. So, key one is this. You must know what love is. Love is unconditional. Unconditional means that me loving you, me doing love to you, is not based on you doing love to me. Okay? So no matter what your in-laws have done or where they're coming from, you've got to keep doing love to them. And as you do the love, you're sowing a seed into their hearts. And if you sow that seed long enough, if you water that seed long enough, it will produce love. It could be a long journey, but it can produce love. And that's when you really have to love, really know what love is. Because love, one, everybody write this down, love. And I'll tell you this, marriage, relationships, and sex work successfully on the laws of love. Okay? Yes, and sex. I see eyes people saying yes. Because at some point you guys might ask questions on compatibility or not. But if you know what love is, your sex will be good. Because love is always about the other person. Love is not about me. People who have problems with sex, their question is, what are you going to do to me that's going to make me feel good? Now, that's not love. My focus should be, what am I going to do to you to make you feel good? And if I focus on that, and you focus on that, we'll be okay. Does it make sense? Yeah, bad sex is somebody who just ended happily without the other person getting a happy ending. Am I talking to anybody? Guys are going to be like, I don't know. Some people are going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I know you know. But I know you know that you know that you know. I love being PD. We can just look at this and say, I know. Put like straight face like. Okay, so did I answer the question?
Yes.
Fantastic.
So my husband has a side chick that he's always buying gifts for. It's very annoying, but he doesn't know that I found out. Should I confront him or just pray about it?
What do you think, guys? Confront him now. I'll tell you this. Never get into a relationship. See, and I'll tell you this. The way you are handled in a relationship is the way you'll be handled in marriage. Whatever you allow in a relationship is what will be allowed in marriage. So from the time you're in a relationship, from beginning, we can talk. And I'll tell you something too. Fighting is not normal in marriages. Many people think fighting is normal. Disagreements are normal. Fighting is not. But we can disagree. Like who you are talking to, you are buying gifts for who? Why? That's not okay. If I did the same thing, you won't like it. So, let's not do that to ourselves. Let's honor each other. Let's respect each other. And let's just not do that. Don't do it again. I mean, I'm not shouting. I'm not screaming. But I'm talking. Use your words. I learned that from one of the mothers here. She was teaching her little kid. I said, use your words. Use your words. But then, each time I'm counseling, people are giving themselves silent treatment. They're not addressing issues. So now I say that a lot to adults. I say, use your words. Use your words. Talk to them. So you guys can resolve the issue. Use your words. So I need to pay some royalties. As they pay me, I pay you. But adults should learn to use their words. Use your words. Don't get angry. Don't shout. Don't cry. Some women, they will cry. I'm the one that with issue. I'm trying to get the issue done. Then you cry. They say, okay, sorry, darling, don't cry. Sorry, darling, don't cry. Then after that, you cannot address the issue. Me, after I think your eyes, you stop crying. Okay, so my problem is... Women do that thing a lot. They use crying to try to say, don't cry. Let's talk. And if you are very emotional and you cry, it's okay. But after you cry, we still talk.
Yeah. Okay. Is it right for a lady to ask a guy out?
Me, I'm okay with it. I don't see why not. I mean, that's a confident woman. But it's like this. Even though she's asking the guy out, he too should do the needful. Do you get? You won't say because she's asked me out, it means then I'm the prize and she has to be pursuing me for the rest of my life. No, she simply gave you a green light so you can drive and do the needful.
What's the best way, or how do you deal with a communication issue in a relationship?
By using your words. I think I discussed that, right? Yeah, like people talk about things. Like this thing is true. Many people will. There's somebody told me, and this is real life. Like when I'm upset, I don't talk for like an hour or two. No, not an hour or two. A day or two. I don't talk. So I said, why do you do that? This is real life. And she told me that, I want to punish them so they know they did something bad to me. So I'm saying, when you're in a relationship with a person, punishing them should be the last thing on your mind. It's like out of all the women in the world, I choose you. And then we are trying to do our thing. Now, I make a small mistake and you want to punish me. I mean, does that sound right? No. But this is how people think. This is how people think. Me, I run. It's like, I'm just gone. It's like, I'm out. Because when would I start to teach you to move from? That's too elementary. Do you get? Seriously, use your words. If you're upset, say something. And it's like this. Always know the heart that things come from. When I woke up this morning, I wasn't planning to piss you off. But I've pissed you off. So it's not coming from a bad place. It's a mistake. And now you've told me it's a mistake. And I've said I'm sorry. Let's continue our life like nothing happened. Marriage is long distance. If you carry issues, they become baggage. If you leave baggage, it becomes a mountain. It becomes a mountain, it separates you. So what happens is that you and the other person, you're just not, you'll be in the same room, but you're just separated. No love, no intimacy, no sex. And why? Because of the baggage that nobody can see. That's unnecessary.
So I waited before marriage, and now I'm married, but I really am not sexually attracted to my husband. I also discovered he has poor hygiene. What do I do?
He has poor hygiene? You soak him in the tub for like a couple of days. Education. See, okay. Now, how do you say you're not sexually attracted to a person? I mean, maybe the poor hygiene is affecting everything else. But you start by. But poor hygiene can be taught. It's like tell a guy, take a bath every day and scrub the necessary places. If you need help, we're married, I'll help you. Buy deodorant, use it. Buy mouthwash, use it. Did I miss anything out? Toothpaste, use it. Especially before you sleep. So in the morning, you don't kill me. I'm serious. Morning breath is a thing. Say, Daddy, I love you. I said, no, don't love me yet. The bathroom is that way. The bathroom is that way. When you're done, you can love me. But guess what? If you brush your teeth at night, in the morning, it's good. You guys should pay me for that. That's like, if you're single and you clap, I'll beat you. That's not for you.
Okay, what's your opinion on a guy being too friendly with his female friends, sometimes more than his spouse?
Now, that is not... And guys, you need to know this. When you were single, have your fun. But when you choose, you've chosen. And it's respectful. It's respectful and it's the right thing to do. You can't... Like on Sunday, I'm going to teach on mindsets. And what happens is this, is from single... You get to that I do, then you're married. Phases of life. Many people do the journey in the physical. But there is a mindset journey. When you cross that I am married line, there are things that you used to do when you're single that could be okay, but that's no longer okay. But what we have now with a lot of young people is after you're married, you still want to hang out with your friends the same amount of time, come back home at night at the same time, drink just as much. Your guys are going to travel, go with them. Just do everything like you are single in your mind. And you're trying to exist in a marriage with a single mindset. And it doesn't work. That marriage will break up. Am I talking to anybody? No, you can't have those. And then one of the functions, the purpose of a man is protection. Protection is not just physical. There's protection from women, other women outside. Protection from, like you can't have, even the marriage should be protected. Any woman that you are overly friendly with is attacking your marriage. It's your duty to protect your marriage. So there's some calls, and people can call you at 10 o'clock at night, and some female don't take the call. Then in the morning, when you speak to her, I say, well, I saw your call at 10, but I don't pick calls after 8 o'clock from females in my house. Even someone says 7 o'clock. After 7 o'clock in my house. I mean, it's okay. And guess what? They respect you for it because you're standing for your marriage. But I see women will call a guy at 10, 11 in his house, and she wants to gist or talk or something. How much work is at work that you have to bring it at home at this time of night? Do you just get my point? And truly, most of the guys doing this, they defend it because they don't know it's wrong. It doesn't work in marriage. If you do it long enough, you're going to have problems.
Okay. So I think this question, actually, we could ask it to the audience as well. Like, what do you consider an ideal relationship? So maybe 3 things that make an ideal relationship, and we can give out some chocolate.
3 things that make an ideal relationship. I'll take 1 from this side and 2 from this side. Anybody? Yes, I see somebody here. Ideal relationship.
Okay.
1 thing.
Communication.
That is so true. Communication. Clap for her, clap for her. Please help yourself to 1 candy over here. What kind of questions would win those biscuits?
Very hard question.
Yes. Okay, and it's true. 1 thing I must say is this. Women are wired for communication. Men don't need as much. So when a man hasn't been coached or trained, okay, I'll tell you this. Any man that has not been mentored or trained is not husband material. Any man that is instinctive, just an instinctive man, behaving like just a man, will make a bad husband. Because we don't know the value of communication and many other things like that. it's not about you wanting to talk or not. It's about your partner needing you to talk, needing you to listen and respond. And for some reason, if you're married, women don't want to talk till after 10 p.m. You've been to work, you're tired, you are with them at 5, 6, and 7, even 8 o'clock they didn't talk. You're in bed, you're ready to sleep. Then she's like, the other day, your auntie, my sister. And as you're sleeping, she said, you're not listening to me. You don't listen to me all the time. Yeah. We've been there before. I always advise men, at night, when they come like that, go to the bathroom, wash your face with cold water. Come back out, look for a chair like this one, straight back. Sit on it. I say, darling, talk to me. And look at her dead in the eye like, darling, talk to me. And as she's talking, don't offer solutions. Because if you offer it, you'll not take it. Because see, men don't understand that. If a man asks you a question, that's exactly what he wants to do. But women talk. Just say, oh my show, that's all. And when she's done, she will answer all the questions she asked. All the problems she gave, she will give them. It's like it's like a reset. It's like she's resetting everything. Because she will answer all the questions herself, and then she will be very calm and very close to you. Now, one thing I learned as a young guy that it turned my life around, I will share it with you tonight for free. Women communicate to connect. Men want the connection, but they don't want the communication. So most times, they want to connect sharp, just want to grab you, So for a guy that has sense, when she's talking, once she starts talking, know you're on. Know that today is going to be a good day. So she's talking. Yeah. You're talking. Yeah. You're interested. You're answering. She's talking. And she's talking. She's getting closer to you. Seriously, she's getting closer. By the time she's done, she's really feeling intimate. Women have an ear-heart connection. This is some deep secrets I'm sharing with you. Their ears are connected to their heart. And I'll tell you this, women too. Because you now know that your ears connect to your heart, when you saw them, in your mind said, I will never follow this guy. Do not give him your ears. I have seen where a woman says, I will never follow this guy. Then she was careless with her ears, and she followed him. Oh yes. Who knows what I'm talking about? So you must be a mature person. Once you have made up your mind for whatever reason that this guy will not go far. I know, nope, don't call me. I won't call you. We've spoken for 5 minutes. It's enough. You can go to bed now. Don't leave your ears open. If not, you get in trouble. Men are different. We are eyes. But you cannot blindfold us. So it's harder for you. But we'll discuss that later.
Okay, so we have quite a lot of questions on the app, so we're going to close the app now for any new questions. Because there's quite a lot to get through. Okay, so but I'll ask you a few more. Okay, very quickly. It's a quick fire round. Can a guy be in a relationship with 2 different ladies before choosing the right one for marriage?
No. He can, like when you're dating, you can date more than one person, but you cannot be in a relationship with more than one person. Now, dating is. I'm talking to you. And dating should not take more than 3 weeks, max 4. Where I'm talking to you, I'm trying to figure out who you are if I want to know you more. No sex, no exchange of money. Don't borrow people money. No sex, no borrowing money. We're having lunches, dinners, and we're just sizing up. Now, when I now choose you, and you're the one, then we go into a relationship that will lead to marriage. But I can still break up with you in that relationship. But we're going towards marriage. And that relationship should take like 9 months. Where in that 9 months, I get to meet your people, I get to know you more and everything. And I'll tell you one thing. If on the day before the wedding, you find out something that you cannot bear, do not show up for the wedding that day. I am not kidding. I have seen people who, like the wedding becomes like a wave. And then they know it's not going to work. They know things are bad because they've discussed on last minute. But they allow themselves to get carried into this whole thing. It's very difficult to come out of being married. It's easy to get married. It's harder to come out. You're never the same. Your life can never go back to what it used to be. So me, if I can't tell my parents, they will just not find me. I will just go and hide somewhere. They will come, they will go, they will beat me. It's okay, but I will not enter it. I will still be single. Then I can sort my life out. Than get married and say I'm trying to get out of the marriage. Seriously, you'll be surprised the kind of stories I hear about things that happened just for the marriage, and they knew that this thing cannot work, and it still did not work. Okay.
Okay. I have a girlfriend. I spent a lot on her, but she refused to give me sex. Please, what should I do?
I can answer now. Obviously, she's not a prostitute. Money for sex. So go find yourself a prostitute and pay for sex. But that's obviously not. Except you want to marry a prostitute.
Okay, how do you make long distance relationships work?
Long distance relationships are very, very difficult. To be quite frank, if you have a choice, date somebody in your city that you can see every day so you can know. But long distance, the problem there is that it's hard to get to know them, to really know them, because they're long distance. So what happens is, if you don't know them and you get married, then you now know them when you get married. And the person you now find out they are may not be the person you want to marry. So the key there is that you've got to be intentional to ask a lot of questions. And then you guys must have rules where you live like you're in the same city. For example, some people, because they're in different places, they allow themselves to go out at different times, have all sorts of guests at different times because we're in different cities. No. I can be in Nigeria, you can be in the UK. You can't have people come to your house at night. I can have people come to my house at night. I can't take off on a trip with people I don't know. You can't do that as well. We've got to live like we're in the same city, and we've got to ask a lot of questions. Be very inquisitive. Ask questions about everything. And the whole idea is this: ignorance is the main enemy of marriage. That's what breaks people up. So the idea is that you're trying to know them. You're trying to know their mind. And know this: you want to know how they resolve conflict. Most times, the real person comes out in conflict. So if somehow that person avoids conflict with you long enough, you can end up marrying them and not knowing them. So sometimes, I won't say go and piss them off on purpose, but if we run into problems, I like it, because you will show who you are, and I will show who I am, and then we'll now start working on what needs to be worked on. But many times people feel that there's nothing to be worked on, but guess what? There's a lot to be worked on. You get on their other side. Meanwhile, you're not supposed to have another side. You're supposed to be love, love, love all through. Okay. Life is intentional. Love is intentional. Never forget that. Successful marriage is intentional. It's not by chance.
Okay. My wife wants to go and do her body. I'm not sure if I should support her dream. Do I allow her to do a BBL? Where is it? Do I allow her to do a BBL, or where's the question gone to? Do I allow her to do a BBL and make sure she does it safely, or report her to mom?
Like this is where communication comes in. Both of you should talk, really talk. And if it's something she really, really wants, then just make sure she gets it done safely. If she really, really wants that. It's very touching for you to be married to a person who would love you enough to want you to have what you really want. Because they love you. They're not trying to control you. They will just support you. It's important to feel supported by your spouse. Make sense? Love is a real thing. And if you're able to know what it is, then you're able to do it. And when you do it, it's really sweet.
Okay. When a lady finds it difficult to love and her heart is cold and closed towards every guy she meets, what might be the problem, and is there a solution?
Yes. She needs inner healing. Inner healing means that there's hurt and pain in her heart coming from, and sometimes it's not a guy. It could be family. It could be parents. It could be a father. The highest occurrence that I've seen for inner healing, pain in the heart, has come from father hurts. Where whether you know it or not, everybody has certain expectations of a father, and many fathers don't know that. So either they were absent physically, or some fathers are physically present but emotionally absent, or they were just abusive, outright abusive, where you're expecting to get support and encouragement from a father. You got abused and hurt. And these things get buried, but they don't go. And it's your heart is the place where love is contained. So when it's hurt and it's broken, it can't hold the love. Love just seeps out. So that person becomes. Have you ever tried to drink refreshing water out of a cup that's empty? That's how it is when you're trying to get love from that person. They want to love you. They are present, but they can't love you because they don't have it. The heart hasn't been able to store it.
So we have 7 more minutes of questions. The next one. So I decided not to have sex with my boyfriend till after marriage, and I never got to see his pim-pim. Now we're married. I'm disappointed. Stay or leave?
No. Say it again. Say it again. Okay. So. Wait. I got it. Now. It's like this. Not everybody here is married, so I can't say everything I want to say. But the pim is not the only item that can be used to make her happy, to give her a happy ending. Did I touch it up? There are many other parts of the body and other things that can be applied to make her happy. So that should not be a problem. Are we good?
Yes.
I'm going to keep this straight face.
Okay. How do you survive from the place of love and hurt again?
How do you survive? One thing is this. When you don't forgive, or when you forgive, you're doing yourself a favor. Many times we don't forgive because we feel if we forgive, we're saying it was okay for them to do that to us. But the truth is that forgiveness and dealing with the situation are two separate things. The forgiveness part, the letting it go from your heart, is something you have to do. Okay? But you can still address the situation. So once you've forgiven, you can start to love again. You can start to open your heart. And don't live in fear. There are times when you're afraid of getting hurt, so you don't want to love. And if you do that, you're just going to live a loveless life that would just not be worth it. You know, open up, take a chance, you will find love. And there is love out there. The idea that there are no good men there, whatever you believe becomes your reality. I've said this so many times. If you believe that all men are cheats, you will settle for a cheat because you think that's the only options you have. Mm-hmm. And then he will cheat. Then you will confirm to yourself that true, all men are cheats. But actually, not all men are cheats. So it's called a self-fulfilling prophecy. And you don't want to do that.
I have a problem that most ladies I meet or even show interest in, they address me formally like sir. I wonder if it's because of my looks, my profession, or my age.
Of course it is. I mean, like if they call you sir, then you're old now. But they calling you sir doesn't. But calling you sir shouldn't stop you from talking to them. Shoot your shot. You know, shoot your shot. You'll say, okay, yes, ma, you know, and then you go. It's true. Say, sir, okay, ma, so how you doing, ma? Would you like to have dinner with me tonight, ma? You know? And she would laugh and she'd probably have dinner.
Okay, do you believe in love at first sight?
I believe in lust at first sight. Now, the thing is this. This might sound controversial, but you can love anybody. Arranged marriages can work if both parties understand. If I meet you, and in my heart I settle it in my heart that, you know what, I want to love you. It means that I will treat you nice. I will hear you out. I will try my best to get you to have your way. I will encourage you. I will give you gifts. I will surprise you with gifts. I will compliment you. I will be caring. I'll be kind. I mean, I will just do it on purpose because I chose you. I chose to do this to you. So this love at first sight thing, everything, we're talking about emotions. That emotion that you feel, the longest it lasts in a lifetime is 2 years. Most times it's gone in 6 months. Any married people here? Do your stomach still do when your husband is walking by? Single people, are you listening? Do your knees just get weak when people walks by? No? Okay. Or does your heart flutter when Dean just floats through the house. No, no. So many people, they plan their future based on that feeling. You're gonna have a problem. Choose a person who works for you, fits your profile, then decide to do love to them. And I'll tell you this too. One thing is this: if you've taken the time to know more about marriage, to know more about relationship, and you're here in a place like this, do not settle for less. The person you follow must do the same thing. Because what happens is that you know so much, and you're doing everything right, and they're doing everything wrong. So you're carrying the relationship. You're always paying the price. They're doing bad, you're paying the price. You are the one saying sorry all the time because you are the one that have more sense. The person who says sorry has more sense than the person that didn't say sorry. Anytime you are fighting with your boyfriend or girlfriend, and they tell you sorry, know that you're the one that didn't have sense. No, it's true. I can prove it to you. The person who waited to be said sorry to has less sense. The person who said sorry is more mature and has more sense. It's true.
Hey, God.
But it's true.
Okay, so some of these questions are hilarious. We have just like 3 minutes left. So I'm going to be very quick. Is it wrong to go through your husband's phone or your partner's phone?
No, it's not wrong. Husband, I mean. Yeah, it's not wrong to go through your husband's phone.
Is it wrong to go through your partner's phone? It's not.
No, it's like this. Relationships are a journey. Now, I cannot start dating or going out with you 1 week and checking my phone. I'm like, for what? We just waiting to happen. Exactly. You know? But we've dated 9 months. You've seen my mom. I've seen your mom. We've chosen dates. We're choosing clothes. And then you pick my phone and you look in and I lose my heart. I want to catch heart attack. No. I tell people, if I'm a kidnapper, and I've hidden people in places, but it's in my phone, it's okay. I can say, don't look at my phone. But if I'm not a kidnapper, I'm a normal business person, I see my phone now. Except there's something there that anybody that is overprotected on their phone is doing something. Yes. Let us say it how it is. No, I have some business secrets. Why do you have my phone? I don't look at your phone, so don't look at my phone. Leave that one. Let me look at your phone. Seriously speaking, and I'll tell you this: before you met them, you are checking out now. Don't lie to people. Before I started checking you, I was checking other people. In fact, the first few months of checking you, I see they check BC and Bosse. You know. But now that the thing has legs, I've taken my phone. I delete many things. I tell Bosse, don't call me again. No, I have a girlfriend. In fact, I post a picture on my DP, so everybody just know that I'm not available again. Yes. So at this point, and then the day you send me back, I said, I will put it there. Don't send me the text again. I have a girlfriend. You can't send me this. And don't send me a picture like this again. You know? People be sending nudes recklessly. What is that about? This generation, if you know how they send nudes to each other, it's unbelievable. Just say, I say, what is this? It's unbelievable, But that's what technology has done. But for real, and clean your phone. So I know your phone cannot come clean from the beginning, but you must get to a point that I know this is getting serious, so I clean up my phone. And once I clean it up, it's there. You can look at it; it's fine. And don't go and buy another phone. No. I know people who their wives find secret phone after 5 years, phone that they didn't know exist at all. Because guys can be sharp. Even women too can be sharp too. Anything a man can do, a woman can do better. Huh? You say they cannot do better? We have settled it. Oh, okay.
Okay, so unfortunately we're out of time for more questions, but this event continues Sunday at 10 a.m. this same venue. So we have a lot more questions. It's going to be a lot of fun. This program has been powered by Shining Light, and so we hope to see you all on Sunday. 10 a.m., same place, same time. Before we end this section, though, we did do a poll. So I don't know if we can put the results on the screen so we can see what everybody answered in the poll questions we had today. I know that there were a few polls. So the first question on the poll was, she refused to have sex with her man after a year of dating because she wanted to wait until they were married. On the wedding night, the man learned that his wife was not a virgin and had engaged in sexual activity before they met. What should the man do? So, so 90% of people said stay in the marriage and 10% of people said leave. And even for me, I feel like she didn't lie now. She said that she doesn't want to have sex before marriage, but she didn't say that she was a virgin, unless maybe she lied.
So we
it doesn't
say,
matter.
stay.
Stay.
So guys, you heard that? Stay. Okay, very good.
Uh-huh. Then the next poll question. Yeah, there was another one.
There were 3, I think.
Yes. So the next poll question. Aha.
You guys are the same
So
stay.
they
I hope
asked-
if it happens to you, you will stay.
Yeah, you will stay.
You won't. There will be no grief.
There was another question. What was the most important quality that you look for in a partner? And there was quite a lot of different qualities. Friendship, looks, money, sense of humor, common interests, personality. Okay, so while they're trying to get it onto the screen, what does everybody think, or a prize for whoever gets what they think the top one was? Okay, that was the loudest.
That was sweet. He caught it and gave it to his wife. Oh, that was nice. The first thing he did was actually give it to his wife right away. That's so sweet.
And what are some that you think are the lowest? The lowest. Money. Others doesn't count now. Okay, you said money. Yes, it was actually shared interest. I think you already had a chocolate before. There you go. Okay. Yeah, there was shared interest. Some people had money and some people had looks, but I think shared interest was the one that had 0. So I think we've done all the questions and answers, and I think that's it for today. I would like to give a big, big, big round of applause. So
Thank
Petey
you,
for
thank you,
answering
thank you, thank you,
all
thank
of our
you.
questions. Thank you
Thank you,
so
thank you.
much.